you see the one calling? No. There's 4. She's in the top right.
I was lucky enough to draw Unit 15 New Mexico tag for bull elk. And being from Illinois, I'd never actually went myself elk hunting. So this was going to be my first time. In turn, I wanted to get out to New Mexico in July and do a pre-scout trip to just kind of get familiar with the area and get familiar with, number one, for safety, but number two, to get some trail cameras out to explore the unit and to get an idea of where I wanted to hunt. So I did just that in July. Went out, found a ton of elk. Seemed like all the elk was around the roads, but I figured they would be spread out come season. But in the meantime, it was so dry that this year that I ended up focusing a lot of my attention around water holes, and that was going to be at least my game plan at the beginning of the year.
It took us an hour to hike in from Mangus Mountain, but I think it would be quicker from the other direction, from the east. Lots of trails coming in from here, I think.
After what I considered a successful scouting trip in July, I had hung quite a few cameras on a few different spots that I was looking forward to checking. I decided to come back a few days before season, and what I was going to do is check those cameras and check the activity, and then before the hunt, I was to pick up Josh at the airport. When I arrived down there and started checking cameras, there was one spot in particular that it seemed like the bulls were still utilizing. The other spot, it had been about 20 or so days that an actual bull period had visited it. Even though that was kind of our go-to spot to begin with, I kind of put it on the back burner and decided to hunt the water hole that I ended up killing this bull. So here's the beginning of the hunt, and this is actually the first day, and we actually arrived at the blind around 3:30 in the morning, and the bull ends up coming in around 6 p.m.
Just got velvet hanging off.
This bull comes into about 18 yards. Around that time, we try getting better video, and the bull spooks and jumps out of the water, and that's where the video picks up. We had a little camera malfunction during that time, so we missed that footage.
I moved and he's on me. 40. I would say 40. Trailed him. You double lunged him. He's down. He's down. He's down. It's that 6x5 with the
Is
point.
it?
I think it's a nice one. I mean, I don't know squirrel.
I mean, I don't think he's big, but
You trailed him.
it's my first bull, dude.
First day.
First day. Oh, it's a nice bull.
That's the one you kind of like, if I'm thinking right.
Yeah, he's got long beams. He doesn't have the long fronts that I like. But dude, it was too good not to kill. You know what I mean?
First time ever out there hunting.
First time ever. It's like on video with Josh.
All right, let's hear what happened.
Well, we've been sitting here all day. Got in here at 4. Seen a couple bears early in the morning. Had a couple bulls and a couple about, I don't know, I think we had 4 bulls and about 14 or so cows, but they always got down here. We'd have swirling wind and they'd go off, so we was always hoping something would come from this way. But we had our cameras over here before season, and all the bulls seemed like they were coming from there. So we ended up having a small bull and 3 cows come out, and they didn't bust us, got within 3 yards, so I felt super confident. Right before I was talking to Josh, I said, I think I'm gonna do a couple of cow calls. I did a couple cow calls, put my call away. Next thing I know, Josh turns. There's a bull coming. And then here he came. He comes in 20 yards, sitting right here. Just wait, a little bit quartering towards me, just waiting to shoot. All of a sudden he sees Josh.
I made the dumb mistake of trying to lift up about like this to see him.
Seen Josh bolted. I didn't have my rangefinder, but I had ranged those previous cows at 37 yards. So he was standing close to the fence. So I thought around, I think I put it on 44, 43, 44, and the rest is history. Because that's got elk 25 on it.
Yeah.
Holy cow, Josh. Whew. Look at that.
He's liking the way it looks.
Look at that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Holy cow. Oh. It's just a cool bull. I mean,
He's cool.
right?
He's sweet.
And on video, like I'll remember that forever.